guys.
Hi.
It is Mary.
And Amma.
And we are reviewing 90 Day Fiance the other way,
Yes.
tell all.
Yes.
Okay? And Steven, you actually annoy me as a human being.
Oh boy.
Why are you sticking your tongue out and why are you being a hypocrite as you sit there and quote Nelson Mandela? The nerve.
Let's start from the beginning. They are at the reunion now, right? We didn't see that yet. They're at the reunion. Everybody's back. And they're starting off with Steven and Elena. Elena is not there, but Steven is there. Elena is, I guess she's...
virtual.
She's virtual. But Steven is there, and after they got... Is it after they got married? Yeah, she saw him still post. Remember, he had taken everything down, closed out his social media. She told him this was the very last chance. She will never do this again. That's what she said.
Yeah.
But what happened? He did it anyway. She still accepted him back. Then he started asking for threesomes. And he
was asking threesomes in the very beginning. That's what he said. He said he was basically telling her that he wanted to explore threesomes since the beginning.
Right,
and
but he didn't continue to say that while they were getting ready to get married. But now that they're married, he's continuing. Now he just can't get out of his head. He doesn't know why.
He has like this sexual tension or craving or whatever.
Yes,
sickness.
He is so high sexually. You know, I get so these men who talk about how they're so sexual, blah, blah, blah. I bet you go to the women and they cannot even do it right for the women.
Yeah.
They're enjoying themselves, but I bet you their women are not.
Yeah.
Oh, it's...
Steven. So apparently he reached out, which I think he reached out. He said that 9 women, 9 to 10 women, which I think is the minimum.
Him parts
their
of
breasts, they're sending news, showing their private parts, all this stuff.
So
and then he's sending pictures back saying that sticking out his tongue and all this stuff and saying that, I have a long tongue, I wish I knew how to use it. All this nastiness as far as I'm concerned.
And you're married. So he was doing this all while he was married.
Yeah, like no discipline. Yet you are here crossing your leg, talking, and then on top of that, you here have been acting this way, but you want to comment on how modest Evelyn is dressing.
Oh,
just the gall of this man. He said, "This is the modest. This is the most modest I've ever seen you." Why the hell does it concern you? I can't stand men who get involved in how women dress. Are you a woman?
Yeah.
Are you a woman? Why does the way a woman dress concern you? Even if you are her husband, it doesn't concern you. It's my body.
It's that hypocrisy thing.
Yeah.
That he does. He doesn't miss a beat about it. And if you allow him to go into that hypocrisy vein, he'll continue to do that. And that girl said it. His ex-girlfriend said, he has actually gotten worse. He has gotten worse. You can imagine, Elena told him, this is the last time.
I knew that wasn't going to be true.
He continues to do stuff because one thing about anyone really, if you allow them to do things, if you stay with them, as far as they're concerned, that's you giving permission. They're not listening to... What's that noise?
The cat's in the litter box.
Oh. They're not listening to anything you're saying. They're just... It's just par for the course with him. He's going to continue to do it until Elena walks away. And then he'll do it to the next girl until she walks away. This is just who he has decided to be.
Elena, I think you should have woken up when he told you that
that's the last time. So
my thing is, it was a red flag when any man comes and sits here and tells me that he has kissed 100 women. And you count, and you are like proud of yourself, 6 a mile about it. That's when I was like, okay, yeah, I gotta go. And it wasn't a red flag to you when he was bringing up threesomes in the beginning. Any idiots that bring that up to me, you are so blocked.
Yeah,
you will be.
And we did not even hear about any of these threesomes until after now he's married. Now he's saying it out now loud.
Well,
and saying it's just something that's still on my mind.
It's just sick. He's just a sick human being.
Steven.
But so the girl came and basically said how she felt, and she told her to leave him, Elena. But she's like, I've already said I'm gonna give him a second chance, like an idiot. That don't make a lick of sense.
And
what are you waiting
so
for?
Weird that he called the ex-girlfriend, wanted to meet up with her privately, and she told him, "I don't even want to be with you. I don't want to be near you. This is the last time you're calling me.
Yeah, please let this be the last time we ever speak.
And don't be on my Instagram. Do not like my photos." Good. Yeah.
Creep vibes.
And she says he has gotten worse than how he, and because you keep on giving him chances, he's just starting. He's young. He's just starting the rubbish.
You already are looking older than you look, older than your age, Elena.
She doesn't even look 22 now. She looks like almost like in her late 20s.
I would say a solid 30.
He is like, he's aging you.
He's like sucking the life out of you.
That's exactly what he's doing.
Yeah.
So, but she's decided
like
that
Elena,
she's gonna stay. There's nothing,
I don't get how women sit and be with a man and put up with all the BS as if that's the only man on the planet. There are over a billion people,
and he's talking about threesomes.
That is
like
nasty.
I don't even understand where you go from there. And you know something? Let me tell
you. There's nowhere to go from there but down.
Anybody who's out there having threesomes, let me just say this for the people who are out there having their little threesomes. That man will never be satisfied. No. He will never be satisfied. After the threesome, there's going to be something else he wants. And he will never be satisfied. And you know why he'll never be satisfied? Because he took something that was sacred, which is intercourse between two people who love each other. He took that and he has just defiled it. And so, no matter what, he's not going to be satisfied. He will try all kinds of things, and you will never be able to satisfy him. And he will not be satisfying you either. So, I don't even know why you're staying in that relationship.
And also, anybody that asks for a threesome is over sex. Because if you can't
It's not even over sex. This is someone who is selfish and has a mental problem. People who say that they're over sex, do you know they're not even good lovers either? They can't even make you, have pleasure during intercourse. And here you are with them still. They're not doing anything for you. Why are you staying? You're 22. There are so many men who will just come before you and just give you not just their love and everything, but they will take care of you. They will care about your mental health. Steven is immature, and he has just started.
Yeah,
he has just started.
Facts.
He's not going to change.
The whole thing about being over sex, it's like the fact that you can't really enjoy sex when you need, when you can't just enjoy sex between you and one person. Yeah. You have to add other people. Yeah. You have to do this, you have to do that. Like, Steven, you say you've kissed 100 people. I'm sure that's how many people you've had sex with.
Yeah.
And when you do that, you have to do all these different things just to get aroused. Just to get turned on. Which is why I feel like some people go and do all that stuff. Because, one, you're probably watching porn, you're probably doing all this stuff that kind of diminishes the sanctity of having sex and having intercourse. So they're never gonna be satisfied. If you allow yourself to have a threesome, he's just gonna continue to ask you more and more and continue to break you down more and more until next thing you know you're in a polygamous relationship or doing some crazy stuff that you never
or
whatever that crap
all
is.
That stuff. And if that's not for you, Elena, everybody has their stuff that they're a part of, but you've already expressed this is not what you want.
Yeah.
Don't compromise. Women, stop compromising. If you're not into that, say it very clearly, and that's it. Don't shake on it at all. Yeah. At all. And if they continue, if you say no, and they say yes, they continue to say yes, yeah. We'll come back to that. Yeah. I was saying, when you're with a man, and he's asking you to do something, and because this is your husband, or even if it's your boyfriend, whatever, and he's asking you to do something and you say no, and you don't want to do that, your feelings are valid. If it's just something you're just like, I cannot get with this, and I cannot compromise with this about you. Everybody has their deal breakers. If a threesome for you is a deal breaker, and you state that, and he still continues to try to cajole you to do that, that's someone who is violating your boundaries. And that's what you need to know as women. Don't allow anyone, including your husband, your boyfriend to violate your boundaries. And when they do that first time, after you say no, and they still try to do it, just walk away. Just move on. Because you know something? If he doesn't violate your boundaries this way, he will find other ways to violate your boundaries. And once you allow it that one time, he's gonna continue to do that. I think it's hard for women especially to just say enough and walk away from a relationship. But that's the best thing you can do for yourself.
I mean, we all want love and everything.
Everybody
but I
wants
think it's
that.
very important to not, settle and don't rush it.
Yeah.
Because I think everybody will want to get married
Everybody
once and
wants
it be
love.
just that,
Exactly.
But it doesn't help you when you go and you be with people and goodness well, it's not going to work out. Because, it just causes heartbreak, and then you're going to need to heal even longer before you get with some of your soulmate.
You know what blows my mind? Let me say this. You know what blows my mind? What blows my mind is this. We all have our friends, regular friends that we have, right? They don't violate our boundaries. If they do something to us that we don't like, we will tell them, right? Most often than not, they wouldn't do it again. Because if they do it again, what happens? You walk away from that friendship. What blows my mind is that as women, our husbands who are there, and boyfriends or whatever, who's supposed to protect us, they're supposed to be there for us. We have opened ourselves to them. They're supposed to be there for us more than a friend. Well, if your friend will not violate your boundaries when you make your boundaries known, why do you stay in a relationship with someone who violates your boundaries? More than anything, they should be the ones not violating your boundaries. But why do we stay? Because we have a paper that says we're married? Or we have some idea like, well, in marriage, you got to keep on compromising. There are certain things you don't compromise on in marriage. And violating your boundaries, that's one of them.
Facts.
That is one of them. Because when that happens, you don't feel safe anymore with that individual. You don't feel safe. That individual is causing trauma on you. And if you continue to be with them, have children by them, those children are going to suffer too. So just don't. For some reason, we take a whole lot more stuff from people who really are supposed to be there more than our friends, more than even our immediate family, because now this is our lover, this is our husband, this is the person that we have dedicated our life to. If they cannot protect you from even themselves, if they can't be disciplined enough, if they can't hear the pain in your voice when you say, I don't want to do this, and they protect you from that, you don't need to be there.
Yeah.
Okay? And I think what happens in this society, we learn so much from television and from other people doing stuff or watching celebrities. But we have to start getting clear about this. Someone violates your boundaries, you don't need to be in that relationship. Leave it, walk away.
Yeah. All right, but yeah.
So that's all it for Steven. And then who do they talk to next? Oh, Kenny and Armando. The children really don't want the father to have a baby. I think what it is with them is just that right now they're having their babies. They would like their father to be there for them. The father was babysitting his grandson, the only grandchild he has for right now. And they just want that. And they know that if Kenny has a son of his own or a daughter of his own, he's going to be spending time with that baby and not with their baby. And I think that's what's really bothering them. And one of the sisters said that too, So that could be an issue as well.
Well, my issue has always been when these super old people give it these super young people and expect them not to have any dreams or goals or to just acquiesce. If you didn't want to have any kids, get with somebody your own age. Yeah. You 60, go get with somebody who's 65. So they don't want no kids. Yeah. So I just think it's selfish. Yeah. Armando has his own dreams as well. Mm-hmm. And like I said, I just think it's selfish. I don't think anybody should be with anybody who is younger or older than them by like 20 years. I just think that'll make sense.
Well, if you are, though, make sure that, I mean, and now he has kind of come on board to say he actually also wants to be.
Well, I think he's just, I really don't think so. He does not seem like, I am gung-ho, I'm going to do this regardless. He's not there. Yeah. So I don't think he really wants to. And the kids know him. He doesn't want to have another baby. Kenny himself does not want to. This man is almost 80 years old. Yeah, he does not want to have another child.
Yeah.
He does not want to have another child. Armando, I think you already have your own child that you have with your wife.
Yeah.
Focus on her and maybe adopt.
And maybe Kenny was thinking that, well, he already has a daughter, so he's not going to want to have another one. Maybe that's what he was thinking too.
Yeah, but you see, that's why you have to have these hard conversations before marriage.
Yeah. Because by then you guys were really
all in.
In fact, you guys had already made a set of marriage date before you all started talking about this.
Big facts.
So yeah. Hopefully, he just has to. It's gonna be a lot on him because he just has to separate his time between his children and with Armando and their children. So that was Kenny and Armando, and then we went to, who was it? Ari.
I don't like Ari.
And
Biniam.
I mean, I was actually surprised that he is even here on a K1 visa.
I was very shocked.
Yes, I was shocked. So hopefully the whole thing with her ex-husband coming there and talking about... And the way
she looks at him, you can just tell she wishes she was back with him.
Yeah. Something so weird.
I think she wore
very cringy.
I think she wore that red dress for that man.
I think so.
And
it's just like he said something. He says, I'm not going to stay away. I'm not going to back off until Ari tells me. And she sits there. I was just so
somebody
cringy.
did not give that girl attention when she was growing up.
Oh boy, that was just so cringy. But one thing I'm happy for Biniam, I'm hoping that maybe now that he's in the U.S., hopefully he'll be able to find his other child.
I don't think that's going to happen. But we can always hope.
Maybe he'll be able to make connection with it. And, he has his sisters. He probably will have to try to tell them not to interfere or be mean to his wife, but that's his family. He loves his sister. He's the baby of the family, actually.
I'm not surprised.
And so they kind of took care of him. I think the parents are dead, and they have been taking care of him. So it's kind of like little mothers, so they're very protective of him. So hopefully that will work out for the sake of the baby, because they have a little one.
Yeah, big facts.
And the other lady with the guy from Providencia.
It's in their culture. His culture, they are known to be...
Who has not cheated?
Well, in his culture, they do cheating. Like, cheating is, like they said, in Dominican Republic, it's the norm. Every man, he'll say, oh, I'm single, but he's not single. He has a wife, about 20 different kids. So, I mean, that is the culture there. Like Tristan Thompson, that man is from Jamaica. He has another woman pregnant, his personal trainer. What a coinky dink. So it is the culture.
Mamas, 3 babies and 3 baby mamas.
3's the charm.
And look, and he's still going. That
still
guy
chucking
is still
along,
going.
doing extortion, child. Anyway, but yes, so it's his culture. I mean, before you get with somebody in a different culture, you need to look up the culture. You need to be educated. But I think when you're on the island and it's the lust and all that stuff, you're heated. Next thing you know, you in love. Just like that girl on, was it Paradise, got pregnant on her trip to lose weight. Yes. Sure that you weren't expected to share that much, Steven. Because you wanted to sit here on your high horse and judge everybody while nobody judges you and your nasty ass.
It's so funny when he says, Corey was like, my family has not been here for me for 7 years. They haven't come to see me. And Steven is like, oh, Corey. And then he said, I feel so alone. And Steven says, you're not alone, Corey. He has Jenny. That's the girl he cheated with on Evelyn.
And you know what, Steven? You have the 100 nasty women. You stuck your nasty tongue down their throats. That's who you have. Yeah. So you shouldn't be saying nothing.
We cannot call the women nasty.
No, I'm talking about his. I'm saying he's the nasty one.
Oh, okay.
I said his nasty little tongue sticking down women's throats.
Probably didn't even know. Like,
yeah. So just shut the hell up, Steven. You like to be a hypocrite. You don't like your dirty laundry being out there. You like to be able to sit on your high horse and act like you're perfect. Well, you're not perfect. You're not even close to a good, decent human being.
I still can't stop laughing that he said that, though. That was
because he's mad because everybody got at him about being a Mormon and then being a hypocrite. So he's still stewing.
Is part of the same church.
Yeah.
And he was telling you, so he was ready for him.
I'm going to get his ass.
He's like, I'm waiting for you. When it's your turn, I'm going to be sitting up. My legs will be crossed. I will be ready for you.
Yeah.
Corey. That was so funny. He's like, oh, Corey, you're not lonely. You got Jenny. I was like, Jenny, you even missed that.
Yeah.
I was like,
Asa Hardaway, what did he say? Asa Hardaway double back a second.
He got Jenny. Oh, boy. I said, man.
That was actually
and then
his
brother was like, you have to make it right, Corey. So everybody got about Curry.
Even the brother, it's getting on my nerves talking about how, he's trapped. If anybody's trapped, it's Evelyn.
Evelyn
talking about how, Corey's trapped. You don't see the pain on this woman's face. You think she wants to be with him?
Not only that, it's like Evelyn and Elena. They have changed. In this short time, they have known these
This
men.
is a prime example of what happens when you settle.
Broken. Well, Evelyn has been with Corey for a while. But Evelyn, her confidence, the way she used to carry herself, is totally gone.
She's a broken
just looks
woman.
So broken. She's gaining weight. I think she's pregnant. That's what I think.
Well, you've been saying she's pregnant for the past 3 months.
Because her face also... but you never know. Some people don't show, But she just looks so broken. She doesn't look like the same person anymore. She's lost a lot of her confidence, her buoyancy. Yeah. It's just really sad. It's just sad to see. But this is what happens to women. When you allow someone to continue to violate your boundaries and you continue to allow them to share your space. Yeah. Now you are allowing someone who has violated your boundaries, who you don't feel safe with. When you don't trust someone, you don't feel safe with them. You just don't. You don't feel emotionally safe with them, psychologically safe with them, And when we have our friends and they violate our boundaries, what happens? We walk away. We don't entertain them. Even with our family members. We'll stop calling them. But for some reason, when we are married and we have a spouse violate our boundaries, we decide we're going to stick it out. It makes no sense. It makes 0 sense to me. It just makes no sense. I think that we have been kind of like conditioned to stay the course in a marriage, even when they violate your boundaries.
It was like the whole thing with Mirla and Gil, where you know how Rachel stayed with Jose's abusive ass? And they were kind of like applauding and cheering Rachel on to be with Jose. Yes. But when Mirla didn't want to put up with Gil's mental and emotional abuse, she was wrong.
Yeah, she was wrong. But let's applaud the woman who for that.
Yeah.
Because they want women to stay the course.
Yeah. While the man goes out there, puts his pecker and everything, then brings me home diseases.
But men who don't put up with that, we applaud them.
Yes, King, yes!
We don't applaud the women who don't put up with it. And,
Oh, you're not a woman. You didn't hold your man down. What type of woman are you?
No.
You are a serpent.
It's not your job to hold a man down. It is his job to hold himself down. And he needs to look to God to help him.
Yeah. Don't come to me with your problems. I don't care. Take that to God. Yeah.
You can.
Women are not rehabilitation centers for men. We are not that.
You can listen to someone, but you don't need to let anyone violate your boundaries. I cannot even say that enough.
Yeah.
I cannot even say that enough. But I guess I wish them the best. I don't know if we're gonna have. I think this is it for the reunion.
Yeah, I don't think this has
pretty much.
Unmute it. It's almost wrapping up.
Yeah,
it's like what, 4 more minutes.
Yeah, and I want you to know that I do love you with all of my heart. I just want to take ownership and say that I'm sorry and move forward from it.
Corey's apologizing to Evelyn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As she
Evelyn
cries.
is just
Evelyn,
heartbroken.
Corey,
She just
what's
can't.
next for you guys?
Divorce.
I feel like we have tried a lot, and it's in this point where it's like way too toxic, and Corey keeps trying, and I always end up giving in because there's all this care. We're so used to being together. It's such a vicious cycle. I was thinking that maybe since we don't get a good breakup, maybe we should get a therapist to do that. If we're not a good relationship, maybe we should have a therapist to break up.
I think therapists can help you, like, respectfully, like,
Move on.
untangle our lives from each other because it's so hard. I really identify with you guys' story a lot because you
Ari
reminded me
identifies.
of feeling mad at Vinny. Vinny felt bad about all the stuff that he did, but I just remind him, you f***ed up, you f***ed up, you f***ed up. I feel like you guys are at that point. Evelyn keeps reminding you of your mistakes.
It's not reminding him, it's I'm finding out, so I'm complaining about these things. Like, I knew that, why you didn't tell me.
So that's toxicity.
Yeah, we do need to fix that.
And that's what it is. It's the fact of trying to move past this.
You can't move past
I'm
it if
really
she keeps
sorry
on
to hear
finding new things, Corey.
that
Idiot.
is where
Just
you guys
he should just
are,
sat with her,
that's really
told
unfortunate
her
after
the
all
whole
this
truth
time
from the
that
very
you-
The
beginning.
man does not have cojones.
Thank you so
And
Well,
the
that's
sister
what-
said that.
That's why they gave him the
Sharing your
penis.
story coming on today.
Yep.
And thank you to your family.
If he had
for
probably
joining us
finished
as well.
The soup.
We
eating
appreciate
the
He
you
would have
being
been able to
here.
have the
I know this was
cojones
not
to tell her the
easy,
truth.
but thank you.
Yes, to
Yes.
man up.
Thanks, man.
Yes.
And that's all for 90 Day Fiance. The other way, the couples tell all. Thank you so much to all of you for being here.
We didn't talk about Submit and Jenny, how he didn't tell the parents.
Oh yes.
Submit said, y'all not gonna try me today.
Yeah, even though the parents were there, he was like
He said, I just realized I should tell them face to
face to
face.
face. He's not telling them. That
No.
man ain't tell them.
It's gonna be 3 years, he still won't tell them.
Bye-bye.
But I think Jenny's just happy that they're married.
Married, she doesn't care.
Wait, I want to say something to you.
Okay.
I know you love your wife, and you don't want to hurt her.
Oh,
So that's when you gotta just
Kenny.
cut it out.
Yeah.
I felt humiliated today having to share as much as I did.
You can do it.
Thanks, Kenny. I think it's a good humiliation.
The way he looked at Kenny with a side eye.
He
He was like,
No,
Man,
but that's what
please.
he needs. He needs someone, some man telling him, just stop it.
Telling your family about the marriage to Jenny.
That
Oh,
was my chance to tell them that, but then I realized that this is not the way.
no, it's
I
not.
don't know how my mother gonna behave, but
Behave
definitely
on
not
you.
gonna be the nicer way. So I think I need to be there and
Yes.
talk to the face to face.
Nice hotel.
yeah.
Jenny has really just taken on the Indian clothes, honey.
I know, and she was so pretty in that.
And they look so
See how
comfortable.
it goes.
Yeah.
Well, Plato, get it.
I wanted to kill him.
Corey.
Hearing him say that he had feelings for her, right, I wanted to destroy him.
I just know she slapped him on the head.
Well, because he kept on trying to hold her.
Be broken. But I think that if I see a change, maybe there will be a chance.
She's trying. She has married him.
Oh my God.
Hey, this guy is in.
So how do you think it went?
It is what it is.
It is what it is. I'm in New
I
York,
really
man.
didn't like what Hiromi said.
Who's
She
Haromi?
making me feel like I'm the worstest guy for LA. I'm a cheater.
In their culture, they cheat, so he doesn't understand what the problem is.
That's it.
Yeah, don't worry what Haromi said. You focus on your wife.
Well, they're not married yet.
Our family is a huge thing. At the end of the day, it's really what we want,
Yeah.
and I don't think we're gonna make everybody happy.
Kenny is ready to have his baby.
You think so?
I
I'm
think so.
feeling upset
I definitely would not want to start
because
over in 060.
I understand
I'm on the
that there's
beach
Ari is
somewhere.
upset. Ari, don't be upset again. The sister is in Ethiopia. Just move on with your relationship with your husband.
Have to fix it.
Ari loves to be the victim, man. She loves to be the victim. Child. Love to be the victim.
I think she just stays in
The
this
world is very
space.
harsh.
Yeah.
Like for relationships, for this marriage.
I just hope that, all right, Biniam.
Peace out, New York.
I know.
I forgot the sign. But yes, y'all.
But it's so interesting that they don't want to stay here. And so, sorry. I have to stop the Sister Wives.
Yeah, that's another show.
I don't know if we will do Sister Wives. Maybe we can do one and see how it goes.
Yeah. Because we have so many of our other shows that are ending. Yeah.
If you want us to do Sister Wives, that's such a beautiful view. And I don't know where they are there. Oh, they're in Arizona.
I don't know how people sit down and do polygamy. I really don't. It could not be me. I ain't sharing my man with nobody. Yeah. Sorry. Well, also,
sorry,
I mean,
sorry.
Yeah. And then how do you be with this guy? Like, just hearing him talk annoys me.
Yeah,
like,
he seems to be very stressed all the time.
That's what
he does. Someone who is in a polygamous. I mean, you're the guy. You really have to be calmer than what this guy is. He is just like on.
But I think also it's really telling that when you're in a polygamous relationship, the kids never want to be in a polygamous relationship because it doesn't work.
Usually,
you can't be a present father in 5-10 different places.
Yeah,
you can't.
Yeah,
Nick Cannon. Anyway,
and he has. I don't think Nick Cannon is trying to be present. He's just trying to, have
spread his seed
all over the place. I think now he has 7 children?
Yeah, he had 2 sets of twins, which I'm very shocked about.
Yeah, he keeps on having a lot of twins.
Well, I think maybe he has a twin gene.
Yeah, probably. I don't know if he's a twin. Usually they say, so. I think it skips a generation. So like if your grandmother were twins, then you will be the one to have twins.
Yeah.
Anywho.
I think it's such a blessing if you have that because then you can just knock out having 2 kids at once.
Yeah. Especially if it's a boy and a girl.
I know. Well, I would like to have like 2 sets of boys. That would be like amazing.
2 sets of boys, yeah.
And then a set of girls.
It's good to have girls. Also.
Yeah, of course, girls.
Boys and girls, they're good.
Yeah. But yeah.
So
let's the 90 Day Fiance. Let's wrap it up. Jenny submits. He did not tell his parents. He's going to wait another 10 years before he tells his parents. Yes. They will not be the wiser.
Yes, I wonder if they're gonna come back. I think they should because there's so many things not resolved.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping because they've had reunions before. So I am hoping that they will continue.
Yeah, but it seems like they're not going to,
Yeah, I hope that they do continue. At least some of the cast members. I'm hoping that they continue.
Yeah.
On because we do want to know what's going on with them.
Facts.
Yeah. Well, thanks for joining us.
Yes, quite interesting. But tomorrow we will be back, honey, with the family Chantel and 90 Day Fiance in Paradise.
90 Day Fiance in Paradise. Oh,
yes. When we got pregnant.
Yes, we had started with that. Okay.
Yes, so we will be doing that. But you guys comment down below if you guys want us to review Sister Wives, okay?
Yeah.
But yeah. Thank you for watching. It's Mary
and Amma.
And have a good night.